Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Movies and Melodies. Again, before I start, please do subscribe to my channel and spread the word amongst your family and friends. Okay, on with the show. Today's episode is a part 2 on the moon theme, because Indian cinema has innumerable songs, with references to the moon as a romantic partner or referring to the heroine's beauty, comparing it to the moon and so on. For my first song today, it's a movie called Phool, Bane, Angare, or Flowers Which Become Embers. So there's sort of a slow burn kind of a thing to this movie. Mala Sinha, Rajkumar in the lead. It's the story of a young woman who supports her family, which consists of her widowed mother and her younger brother. The younger brother is very insistent that she does not get married because he is afraid he is going to be mistreated by his future brother-in-law. So even though she is actually engaged to be married to Rajkumar, she holds off on getting married until she has raised her younger brother to independence. Once that happens, he gets married to a very wealthy girl who starts ill-treating his own sister. The mother, in the meanwhile, has passed on. And for some reason, which I couldn't quite get, her fiancé is sent off. He's an army officer and he's sent off on government business abroad. It's all very mysterious and unexplained, but he's gone for years. In the meanwhile, this poor woman is being ill-treated by her sister-in-law, so she ends up having to leave her home. And she is now a nurse companion to her fiancé's mother, who, again, for some inexplicable reason, has never met this young lady. The fiancé comes back and, all is wonderful. They get married. And the story could have stopped here, but it doesn't. It just goes on to bring in the Indochina War, and both the husband and the brother go off to war, and a lot more melodrama and complete unnecessary nonsense happens. The song that I want to share with you is when the engaged couple are in their courting phase. So Rajkumar is driving the car and Mala Sinha is sitting next to him, and they're, on this drive. And the song comes on the car radio. So it's not even as if he sings it to her. It's just this very romantic song playing, kind of talking about how beautiful she is, that even the moon is going to sigh with envy when he sees her. The song was sung by Mukesh ji, and the music is Kalyanji Anand ji with Anand Bakshi writing the lyrics. Chand aahein bharega, फूल दिल थाम लेंगे, हुस्न की बात चली तो सब तेरा नाम लेंगे, which means the moon is also sighing and the flowers are holding their hearts and standing still. Whenever people talk about beauty, yours is the first name that they will pick.
चांद आहें भरेगा, फूल दिल थाम लेंगे, चांद आहें भरेगा, फूल दिल थाम लेंगे, हुस्न की बात चली तो सब तेरा नाम लेंगे, चांद आहें भरेगा. ऐसा चेहरा है तेरा जैसे रोशन सवेरा, जिस जगह तू नहीं है उस जगह है अंधेरा. ऐसा चेहरा है तेरा जैसे रोशन सवेरा, जिस जगह तू नहीं है उस जगह है अंधेरा, कैसे फिर चैन कुछ दिन तेरे बदनाम लेंगे, कैसे फिर चैन कुछ दिन तेरे बदनाम लेंगे। हुस्न की बात चली तो सब तेरा नाम लेंगे, चांद आए भरेगा।
Himalay Ki God Mein came out in 1965. Manoj Kumar, Mala Sinha in the lead roles. It was a story of an idealistic young doctor who goes up into the mountains to a remote village and he works there and is trying to help the people there. He falls in love with a local village girl, but now the complications start because he's actually engaged to someone else in the city, and that girl is obviously not happy about the new development and so on. Quite an entertaining movie. Everyone's acted very well. The music, again, Kalyanji Anandji with Anand Bakshi, had a lot of catchy numbers in this movie. So this song is when the hero is courting the heroine. They're running over the hills and the valleys and so on. चांद सी महबूब बाहों मेरी कब ऐसा मैंने सोचा था.
चांद सी महबूबा हो मेरी कब ऐसा मैंने सोचा था. हाँ तुम बिल्कुल वैसी हो जैसा मैंने सोचा था. चांद सी महबूबा हो मेरी कब ऐसा मैंने सोचा था. हाँ तुम बिल्कुल वैसी हो जैसा मैंने सोचा था. में है ना रस में है ना शिकवे हैं ना वादे हैं. ना कसमें है ना रस में है ना शिकवे हैं ना वादे हैं. एक सूरत भोली भाली है दोनों ना सीधे सादे हैं. दोनों ना सीधे सादे हैं. ऐसा ही रूप ख्यालों में था ऐसा मैंने सोचा था. हाँ तुम बिल्कुल वैसी हो जैसा मैंने सोचा था.
Reshma Aur Shera. This came out in 1971. Wahida Rahman and Sunil Dutt in the lead. The story about two feuding clans in Rajasthan, very Romeo and Juliet-esque. The movie had a huge star cast. It had Sunil Dutt and Wahida ji, of course, in the main lead. Then it had K.N. Singh, it had Amrish Puri, it had Ranjit, Rakhi, Amitabh Bachchan. Actually, a very, very moving portrayal in this movie. He's the youngest brother. It's a very small role, but he's very good. And there's a very young Sanjay Dutt as well, who plays like a young Kawal in this group of Kawals. The song that I'd like you to listen to it's just beautifully filmed. It's nighttime on the desert, and these two are initially at a distance, and then, they slowly move together and come together. The cinematography is fabulous. It won a national award. Ramchandra, who was the cinematographer, won a national award for it. Wahida ji, of course, won a national award for Best Actress. And Jaydev ji won Best Music Director for this movie. Again, the national award. The movie was a flop. It was Sunil Dutt's passion project. He really put in a lot of effort and money into this movie. Sadly, it didn't do well at the box office. However, now it is considered one of India's best made movies. Always too little too late, right? Sadly. But I would recommend it very highly. The cinematography is really very stunning. There are these absolutely fantastic shots, kind of long shots of the desert at night, the desert during the day, to signify whatever emotions are happening in that particular scene. And these close-up shots of the two main leads, they have minimal makeup in the movie, but they both look so good. And, the camera has really captured the emotions that the two of them are trying. A lot of times it's completely silent, there's no dialogue, it's just their faces expressing. So really, really a beautifully made movie. You should watch it. So this song was written by Balkavi Bairagi, sung by Lata ji, Tu Chanda Main Chandni. Hum Kisise Kum Naheen made a huge sensation when it was released in 1977. It was a multi-starrer, and multi-starrers were beginning to make their mark around this time. Nasir Hussein's production, very well made, a slickly made pot boiler essentially. It had Rishi Kapoor as basically the main lead, and Tariq Khan was kind of a parallel lead to this. Kajal Kiran, this was her first movie. She was cast opposite Tariq, and Zeenat Aman, in a very, very small cameo, was cast opposite Rishi Kapoor. It also had Amjad Khan, Ajit, not in a villain role for once. It was very entertaining and great music, even though R.D. Burman borrowed heavily from ABBA for this movie. The tunes were great, and it was all a lot of fun. There was a lot of competition kind of songs and very catchy, peppy numbers. So this particular song, again, it's a competition situation picturized on Tariq Khan, and Rafi Saab sang this song for Tariq. Rafi Saab, incidentally, won a national award and a Filmfare award for another movie in the song in the movie, Kya Hua Tera Wada. This song, however, is Chand Mera Dil Chandni Ho Tum, Majroo Sultanpuri's lyrics.
चांद मेरा दिल चांदनी हो तुम चांद से है दूर चांदनी कहाँ लौट के आना है यहीं तुमको जा रहे हो तुम जाओ मेरी जान वैसे तो हर कदम मिलेंगे लोग सनम मिलेगा सच्चा प्यार मुश्किल से हो दिल की दोस्ती खेल नहीं कोई दिल से दिल है मिलता यार मुश्किल से यही तो है सनम प्यार का ठिकाना मैं हूँ मैं हूँ मैं हूँ चांद मेरा दिल चांदनी हो तुम चांद से है दूर चांदनी कहाँ लौट के आना है यहीं तुमको जा रहे हो तुम जाओ मेरी जान जाओ मेरी जान जाओ मेरी
Yes, Boss. This was a Shah Rukh Khan movie that came out in 1997. I think it was a delightful movie. I love Shah Rukh Khan. And I really, really think he does himself an injustice by not making more movies of this kind. There was a whole slew of movies he made in the mid to late 90s, like Yes Boss, Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, Duplicate. All of these movies were so well made. He had such a scope for real acting, honestly, and he's a charming person. These movies really brought out that charming personality. I know a lot of his fans like his Pathan and Jawan and these kind of movies, but honestly, I think the sweet, gentle kind of personality that Shah Rukh can portray is a much better look and role for him, I think. Anyway, this movie had him playing this ambitious young man who wants to earn a lot of money and, become a big man. So what he does is he kind of supports his boss in all his extramarital affairs. And he hides them and, he's generally kind of a despicable character that he plays. And he finally realizes that he's become this really awful person. And of course, true love in the form of a very, very cute Juhi Chawla helps turn his life around. Aditya Pancholi, surprisingly, has done a very, very good job in this movie as the kind of creepy, misbehaving boss. Music for the movie was fantastic. Jatin Lalit, again, vastly talented but highly underrated, sadly, with Javed Akhtar Saab's lyrics. Beautiful, beautiful songs in the movie. Abhijit has sung this song, and the picturization of the song is fantastic too. He's sitting he's wearing a tux, sitting at the back of a huge truck with a white piano, and he's sitting at the piano and playing this, or singing this song. Chand tare tod lao.
जो भी चाहो वो मैं पाऊं जिंदगी में जीते जाओ चांद तारे तोड़ लाओ सारी दुनिया पर मैं छाऊं बस इतना सा ख्वाब है बस इतना सा ख्वाब है चांद तारे तोड़ लाओ सारी दुनिया पर मैं छाऊं बस इतना सा ख्वाब है बस इतना सा ख्वाब है
Zakhm. This was a movie made by Mahesh Bhatt. He still is never afraid of a challenge. So this movie actually, the story of this movie is autobiographical. It's based on his own mother's story and the kind of feelings that he experienced growing up. His mother was a Muslim lady who fell in love with a Hindu man. And even though they got married, she was never publicly acknowledged as his wife, and he and his younger brother were never openly acknowledged as their father's children. So the same situation happens in this movie. Pooja Bhatt plays the role of this second wife, Nagarjuna playing the role of her husband, who's sort of this spineless man, and Kunal Khemu plays the role of this young boy who watches this whole thing unfold. He is hurt, angry, and just very badly affected by this whole thing because he sees his father never acknowledging his second family. He's angry with him about that. He's very, very angry with his own mother because he can't stand the way she's so pathetically grateful for any crumbs that her husband throws her. It's almost like he wants to shake her and say, you know, where is your self-esteem, woman? That kind of thing. But Kunal Khemu, actually, you can see how incredibly talented he is. Because he must have been about 11 or 12, I think, when he made this movie, maybe younger. But he is so effective in portraying all these conflicting emotions. And I just wish we could see him in more movies that reach the masses versus just the select few parallel cinema kind of things that he does now. Pooja Bhatt is very, very good. The music director for this movie was a South Indian music director, M.M. Keeravani. He also goes by the name of M.M. Cream when he produces music for Bollywood. But he's credited as M.M. Keeravani for this particular movie. The lyrics were written by Anand Bakshi. The song was initially supposed to have been sung by Chitra, but when it was released, it was Alka Yagnik who sang the song. Gali mein aaj chand nikla.
तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद गली में आज चांद निकला जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला गली में आज चांद निकला गली में आज चांद निकला तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद गली में आज चांद निकला जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला गली में आज चांद निकला गली में आज चांद निकला तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद गली में आज चांद निकला.
That's it for today, folks. Again, I beseech all of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and spread the word amongst your family and friends to listen, watch, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back in 2 weeks, but until then, remember, music is food for the soul. Keep listening.